Mr. Jefferson Came to Philadelphia by Ann Turner, illustrations by Mark Hess. To my wonderful group of women writers who have listened to and encouraged me in the writing of this book, A.T., I dedicate the paintings in this book to all the children who enjoy freedom, to all the children yearning for freedom, and to all the people who make it possible, M.H. What did I know of freedom, of all the wild talk of independence that summer of 1776? I was just a boy with jug ears who tried to stay out of the way. Mama told me our new lodger was an important man, but when he came to stay in our house that May, what I saw was a tall, scrawny gentleman with sandy hair all fly away, humming as he turned his horses into our street. When Mr. Jefferson saw his rooms, he said, "I like the fresh breeze from the windows." I hoped he would be happy here, for all these important men coming to the Congress in Philadelphia meant money to us, maybe a new cap for me or new shoes for Mama. Mr. Jefferson rose early the next day. When I brought up his water in a pitcher, he said, "Thank you, Ned. Did you know it is 68 degrees this morning?" He showed me something called a thermometer that tells how hot or cold the air is. I could see he liked to measure things, to know the beginnings to a day. As he left to go to Congress, I asked, "What do you do there, sir?" "We meet to debate freedom, Ned." "And what will that mean for us, sir?" "That we will be our own masters, and that mad old tyrant, King George—" "Sir," I interrupted, "is that not treason?" "I do not care," he said loudly. "We will not let him treat us like disobedient children anymore and tell us what we can and cannot do." Papa says the penalty for treason is being hanged by the neck until you are dead. Wasn't Mr. Jefferson afraid? That night, when I checked the locks outside, I looked up and saw his light burning and Mr. Jefferson writing. "Are you not tired?" I asked him the next day. "I am never tired when writing of freedom. It is like a fresh breeze from the hills, Ned." How could freedom be like a breeze? I knew we were already at war with Britain, and I thought freedom might be more like a howling wind that sets a town on fire. One night, when I brought him supper, Mr. Jefferson asked, "When you are older, would you fight against the king, Ned?" I was silent for a moment, and he added, "So that our colonies can be free and independent? No one could put unfair taxes on us. No one could keep foreign soldiers in our towns and cities. No one could fight an illegal war across the world." But I was afraid. What would happen to Mama, Papa, and me? So I answered, "Maybe, sir, maybe. There is no turning back now, Ned." He gripped my shoulder hard. "We have declared our independence, and free men will always win over tyrants." I learned more that summer when we went to the square to hear someone read the Declaration of Independence. That was what Mr. Jefferson had been writing those nights with the candle burning late. The words were learned and hard, but they soared up and down like music. Men and women tossed their caps in the air and shouted, "Death to the tyrant!" Even Mama gave a little yell. There was a wild feeling in the air, like a fierce wind blowing. Was this freedom? The words made my skin shiver up. "We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal." And suddenly I knew he was right. And he had always been right, and we were cowards not to follow him from the start. Then I heard something underneath those words like the beat of a drum. It called to me, "Freedom! Freedom! Freedom! It is coming fast. It will not stop. Be ready, Ned. Be ready." When Mr. Jefferson came to Philadelphia, what I learned of freedom, 1776. Written by Ann Turner, illustrated by Mark Hess. This is Brooklyn Blowback TV. We had music there by Ben Webster, playing a Gershwin composition. And now, you know what it's time for. It is time